So today I'm doing a fall makeup tutorial and I picked out 4 amazing shades from MAC. These are absolutely stunning. This one is Brown Script, this one is Texture, this one is Nylon, and this one is Antiqued. And you definitely don't have to use MAC shades. That's just what I have and that's what I love using. You can use anything that looks similar, but this is the look. And if you'd like to see how to do this, then let's go ahead and get started. Today I'm starting with a paint pot and I'm going to be using Quite Natural from MAC. You could also use like Constructivist or even the Color Tattoo from Maybelline in Bad to the Bronze. I have them swatched right here. This one is Quite Natural, the one that I'm using. This one's Constructivist, which is a little bit more shimmery, and this one is the Bad to the Bronze from Maybelline. So I'm just going to use a flat brush and dip it into the Quite Natural paint pot, and I'm just using a brush because I don't want my fingers to be dirty, and this just blends it out really nicely. I can just put it where I want it. And depending on, you know, how shimmery you want your eyeshadow, you can layer it with a shimmery paint pot. It will just make your eyeshadow more shimmery. Okay, so I'm just kind of working that onto my eyelid, just up to the crease. Sometimes it just takes a minute to blend. Okay, so I'm just going to take a 217 brush and with nothing on it, I'm just going to blend that into the crease. So just to blend it out a little bit. And then I choose 4 colors from my MAC collection. You can use any really that are similar shades to this. They don't have to be exact, but I'm using Texture, and I'm just going to use that same 217 brush, tap it off, and then take that into the crease just to blend the Quite Natural paint pot out a little bit more. And then I'm just taking a little bit underneath the lower lash line. I'm not adding any product. I'm just using what's left over on the brush. And I'm going to blend out a little bit more with my 224 brush. And just blending the top of the crease, just so it's really seamless. You can always go back in with a brush at the end and blend if you don't have it just quite right. Okay, now I'm taking a 239 brush. It's just a flat brush, and I'm using Antiqued. This is a really beautiful shade. It's kind of like a reddish brown. And I'm just going to apply this all over the lid. This is I think it's a pearl shade, like a Valex Pearl, which is just so beautiful. And just placing that all over. Okay, now I'm taking that 217 brush and I'm just going to kind of go over and blend that eyeshadow. And then just work on blending it into the crease. You don't want to take it too high, but just so it blends in with the other shadow that you have there. Okay, and then just taking what's left over and just kind of run it underneath the lower lash line just to connect everything and make everything run smoothly. Okay, now I'm taking a different flat brush and I'm using this shade right here. This is Nylon. It's a super pale gold shade. And I'm just going to place this in the inner corner and then just bringing it on and tapping it onto the lid. Just bringing it in about halfway. And then just placing a tiny bit on the center of the lid. And I'm going in with a clean 217 brush. And I'm just blending that into the corner first. And then I'm just using that same brush to blend the rest of the shadow on my lid. This step is the last step. I'm taking a matte shade. This is Brown Script, and I'm just going to take this just into the outer corner. This is just going to make it really look like a fall eye look. It's like a super dark reddish brown, but it's so pretty. And taking a tiny bit underneath. Okay, now I'm just going to apply some liner. You can skip this step if you like. I always do this just because my eyes are very round, so I like to add a little bit of shape to them and kind of lift them up a little bit. So I'm just taking a Sigma E05 brush. I'm just going to apply it. I'm using Black Track Fluid Line from MAC. You can also line your top lash line with a brown or whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, so now I'm going to be applying a little bit of mascara. I'm going to be using L'Oreal Voluminous, and this is brand new. I haven't even used this yet. I kind of like it when it's a little bit dried out. It feels like it sticks to my lashes a little bit better. So putting that on, and then after that dries, I'm going to just go back in with the Jordana Best Lash Extreme. But while that's drying a little bit, I'm just going to finish up with the rest of my face. I'm using Hoola Bronzer to contour. And I'm just taking my MAC. This is a 168. I'm just contouring. Contouring my nose a little bit, and then my jawline. Okay, I always like to go back in with a powder and just blend that out. So I'm just using a powder. I'm trying to use this up still. It's the Cargo Blu-ray powder. I really like it. It's just, I want to start using some other things. Okay, now for blush, I'm using Melba blush from MAC. This is like one of my favorite colors, especially when you're not going for like a super blushed look. Like if you just want a really light blush, this is perfect. It's like a pinky brown. Great also for fall and summer, really. It just kind of warms up your skin. And now I'm taking a little bit of highlighter. I'm using Mary Luminizer. And where did my brush go? I'm just going to use a MAC 138, I believe. just a big tapered brush. Whoa. And then just blending it out. I'm actually also going to add a little bit of pink blush, and this is called Pink Swoon from MAC. I just kind of want to brighten up my cheeks just a little bit. So I'm just kind of putting that at the top, just so everything's not so brown. Okay, now for lips, I'm using, let's see, I'm going to be using like a neutral, kind of like a nude shade. This is from Wet n Wild, and it's 902C. I'm putting a little bit of that on, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of 901B Think Pink by Wet n Wild, just to make that nude just a little bit pink. And then I'm just going to line my lips with this Rimmel East End Snob. Okay, now to finish up with the eyes, I'm using Rimmel's Scandalize in Nude. This is a waterproof eye kaijal. And then I'm going in with that other mascara. And I kind of just like to put that on the tips of my lashes. Just really makes them stand out. And then I like to do my bottom lashes with this mascara. So this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!